All right. And we back to another RTSTM with your man Theodore Miles. What's going on? I want to send you that great energy, baby. I'm feeling real good. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm feeling good, man. Golly, man. It's a brand new day. It's Saturday morning. First thing that I'm doing after I took a good shower and everything was shoot this show. Reach out to you guys and say what's up, man. I want to salute you. Hope you and your family doing great. Hope you feeling prosperous. Hope you feeling like you living in a sea of abundance, baby. Because you know what? We got to get a whole lot in order for us to be able to help a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out here trying to reach folks and help folks and you ain't got nothing. So I pray that you and your family is blessed, man. I want to send you that great energy, baby, because I'm feeling like King Kong today. All right. So let me calm down. Calm down. Full of that natural energy, baby. Just woke up, ready to run through a wall. You feel me? Anyways. All right, cool. Smart dust. Smart dust is the subject. Now, smart dust is a system of many tiny microelectromechanical systems. Yeah, let me say that again. Microelectromechanical systems called MEMS, such as sensors, robots, or other devices that can detect, for example, light, temperature, vibration, magnetism, or chemicals. Now, I wrote all this stuff down. I was doing this research on smart dust because I saw an episode on someone's show where they had this dust and stuff coming down, and I guess they were influenced by the dust. And it made me want to look into if that was something that could actually be real, because it jogged some type of memory. I remember coming across some information about something like that. And I was like, And so then I looked into it and I was like, yeah, that's right. It was the smart dust situation. That's what it was. So smart dusts are usually operated on a computer network wirelessly and are distributed over some area to perform tasks, usually sensing through radio frequency identifications. I wish I would have wrote this better because my hand scratch looked like, I said my hand scratch. My hand writing looked like chicken scratch. Anyways, without an antenna of much greater size, the range of so basically it's saying here the antenna of the smart dust is not much bigger than the smart dust itself. Now, smart dust communication devices is measured in a few millimeters, and they may be vulnerable. Okay, because we got to know how to defend ourselves against this smart dust. Now, they're vulnerable to magnetic disablement, and destruction by microwave exposure. So smart dust can be destroyed with microwave exposure and magnetic disablement. Moving on. Smart dust consists of large amounts of millimeter-scaled electronic devices referred to individually as moats. Moats are tiny as dust particles and consist of a wireless transceiver which has a remote sensor. Thousands of moats, collectively known as smart dust, can be spread throughout the atmosphere as a powerful means of collecting and monitoring data. I call this section the invisible walls, smart dust. One of the most interesting things about smart dust moats. Let me take these heads. Look, put this right here. I'm trying to get on my nerves. All right. One of the most interesting things about smart dust moats, they also have a networking capability, and a single moat can only provide a very small piece of information. Okay. So elements of smart dust. A single smart dust is a single node. Single nodes gather information using sensors, store them, and do some processing and some output. Now, these little flakes are computers, okay? It can even communicate wirelessly with other moats. Thus, a smart dust can receive input, process the data, provide an output, and even communicate wirelessly, making it the smallest computer on Earth. One of the key features of smart dust is a low power optical wake-up receiver. Wake-up receivers have been widely used to limit power consumption of main transceivers. The biggest source of concern when designing a small device is the source of power. With the smart dust, things get even trickier. Like any device, the power must be very small. The device draws its power from a solar cell of just a millimeter square in area that can produce 20 nanowatts of power. This is enough for the sensor to work all the processing to take place and do wirelessly transmission of data 1 bit at a time. How is smart dust made? I was curious about that, so I want to look that up. Well, the smart dust is built of several layers stacked above one another. The first layer consists of ultra-small solar cells, which is the power source, and a photocell for optical communication. There are layers for controlling solar energy harvesting and radio communications, which is also followed by a layer that is designed for interfacing a temperature sensor and a power stabilizer layer. And then there's a layer for power regulation and a memory and processor layer constitutes the entire thing here. Oh, I'm sorry. And the final layer is followed with a battery. So it's about 6 layers. Now, communication. The smart dust devices can engage in wireless communication within a radius of 2 meters. Now, I didn't know what 2 meters was, so I looked that up. That's like 6 feet, 7.4 inches. Twice the radius in labs have been successfully tested. Now, another weakness of the smart dust is it has the problem of the oscillator, or what I like to call the weaknesses and vulnerabilities number 2. A. It is highly needed for wireless sensor nodes to have a stable oscillator. B. Smart dust communication systems are activated only after certain time intervals to reduce power consumption. Now, hear that again. Smart dust communication systems are activated only after certain time intervals. So that means when they're not activated, you can move around without detection. Okay. Only after certain time intervals to reduce power consumption. Vulnerabilities and weaknesses. C. Instability in oscillator frequencies can cause irregular power consumption and shorter battery life. So short them out. Now, the advantages of smart dust. Advantages. For increased stability, quartz crystals are generally used. Now, people think that crystals are like some kind of new age, psychic abilities, mumbo jumbo stuff. No, these people are actually using crystals as power sources. Crystals have a lot of energy. I might go buy me a crystal today. Now that I'm thinking about it. Anyways, moving on. So so for increased stability, quartz crystals are generally being used inside of the smart dust. Now, for industrial use cases, agriculture, smart dust can be used to let the farmers know if the soil is ready for growing. In a greenhouse environment, smart dust can be used to control temperature, humidity, and to know if the soil needs manure and if it needs some water content. So I think that's pretty cool for the farmers and all. So technology, man, it can be used as a double-edged sword. It can be used for a good thing. It can be used for a bad thing. It just depends on who's using it. So I just want to throw it out there. Smart dust could be something that could be great. It could be something that could be horrible. I have to monitor my words on certain platforms. Now, Smart dust can be used in transportation to monitor perishable goods. So, that's pretty cool. Now, one of my favorite applications of smart dust, or most interesting to me, was the military uses. Smart dust can help in monitoring activities in areas which are dangerous or inaccessible. Now, let's hear that again. Smart dust can help in monitoring, watching activities in areas which are dangerous or inaccessible. Number 2, some more advantages of smart dust include tracking enemies, or detecting any radioactivity or poisonous substances in the air. Smart dust can also be used for security and surveillance purposes. Now, in the healthcare field, smart dust can monitor systems inside the body. Yes, smart dust can be put inside the body. Machines can be put inside your body to monitor what's going on. They have the technology to do it, and it looks like dust. Anyways, smart dust can monitor. There's a correlation. I'm trying to build a bridge. Anyways, smart dust can monitor systems inside the body and on the surface of the skin. Smart dust can be used to collect data on Mars or on interstellar missions, which is quite fascinating because I'm heavy into science. I've always loved science fiction. I've always loved Star Trek, stuff like that, man. Anything that's going to push my mind forward into the future, because I mostly live in the future as far as how I see the world to be. I'm kind of a complicated person, to be honest with you. I have many, many layers. I'm just complicated. Now let's continue on. Anyways, getting off the subject. Smart dust, as a network computing device, is definitely susceptible to security concerns, which is similar to that which of computers on the internet. So just another vulnerability that I want to throw out there. All right. So let's see here. I put one of the susceptible things is that in the moats, one of the susceptibilities is since moats in the networks are reprogrammable. Okay, so yeah, you can actually reprogram the smart dust. This feature allows an administrator to update software on a single moat and then command it to pass updates along to other moats in the network. So I'm highly concerned about smart dust, but at the same time, it does appear to be things that we can do to defend ourselves. I was inspired to make this video after seeing another video where the young lady was talking about stuff falling down from the sky in the atmosphere, and it could have possibly changed people's thinking process and stuff like that. And I was just thinking about, I know I've heard that before, and that definitely sounded like smart dust. So anyways, I want to salute you, man. Just look, get out there, get that money, man. Get your energy, baby, and get what you deserve, man. I'm going to salute you. I'm going to salute you, man. I'm out, baby. I got a whole lot to do. Let's roll. Let's roll. We out, baby.